Hello there once again, everybody. It's been a minute. I know, I've not been following my promise and my schedule of uploading one video a week. I'm aware I have a problem. But it's not been without reason, some of which is good, some of which is just me being me, basically. So the first thing I do want to talk about, obviously, where have I been, what have I been up to? And I have actually been busy, like I said. I've actually been renovating my house lately, me and my parents, because I still live with my parents because this economy is the absolute worst. And we've been renovating the house a little bit. We've been working on a new addition to the house and just a bunch of various different things over there. So I have been busy with that lately. That's been taking up some time. And I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this particular one, but burnout is a part of it. I just kind of got tired of playing Minecraft constantly. So I was like, you know what, I just need to take a break from just playing Minecraft for a little bit and start playing maybe some other games on the channel, basically. And I have started them. I have actually started them. I actually have a video on Undertale being recorded. That's actually been recorded. I just need to edit it out because I talked about there a long while back how I wanted to kind of revisit Undertale and stuff like that because my original series on it is utter garbage at this point in time. In fact, if you look back on it, yeah, the quality speaks for itself. It's not very good. And then I kind of just got caught up playing games like God of War 2018 again and a few others and just kind of no life there for a while. But do not worry because the break is now over. I have actually been wanting very much lately to get back into doing stuff and, editing and stuff like that. It's just a matter of trying to find the time to actually do it. And that actually kind of brings me into my next point I want to talk about. I have been promoted to a full-time position at my workplace. For about maybe almost 2 years at this point, I've been working part-time at this job, and I really like this job, but I wanted something better. I wanted something that was a little bit, more sustainable and stuff like that. So I applied for a full-time position at my current job, and I got accepted. In fact, as of recording this, I literally start the new position tomorrow morning. So by the time you're watching this video, I've already began the new schedule and all that fun stuff. In terms of what this means for, recording, streaming, and stuff like that, it's actually a good thing because I have ADHD and stuff like that. And one of the things that I tried a while back was getting into a routine of doing stuff, like doing certain things per day, doing these things on these days and for like a set amount of time and stuff like that. And it worked. It actually works very well. But being on a part-time schedule for work made it incredibly difficult to follow that routine. But now that I have a set schedule for my work, planning out a routine for YouTube and streaming and everything like that will actually be easier on me at this point in time. So, which means that with a new routine established now, which means I basically have work in the morning and then the entire rest of the day I can do pretty much whatever, which means I'll have more time for actually scheduling out recording sessions, when to edit, when to stream, as well as just time for myself and everything like that. And I can actually do all of it perfectly fine now. So if anything, this new working schedule will be good for me because obviously I am more financially stable, and also be good for you guys because it should, emphasis on the word should, hopefully my track record has not been the best, I will admit. It does mean I should be able to get content out for you guys, hopefully a little bit faster now. Might take me a couple days to get used to the new schedule though, so bear with me on that, but I am trying. Another thing I want to talk about, and this actually popped up recently and doesn't actually have anything to do with the new schedule or anything, but simulcasting, which if you don't know what that is, it basically means streaming to multiple different platforms at the same time. Yep, that's right. Your boy's going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time from now on. The reason why I did this was because recently I streamed Resident Evil Requiem. Amazing game, by the way. I highly recommend you go and play the game for yourself because it is freaking awesome. But anyway, I streamed the game over on Twitch to admittedly not very good viewership. I would have streamed it on YouTube, but then the whole controversy with YouTube age restricting, videos and stuff like that on there for certain creators like Jacksepticeye, Corey Kenshin, and I think was it 8-Bit Ryan that was having issues with it? It might have been. I could be wrong. But after that whole controversy, I didn't want to risk, streaming it on my channel in case I got age restricted. So I decided to go Twitch instead. But at this point, I'm done with it. I did not get very good viewership on there. I didn't get any followers or anything like that on there. And honestly, it just kind of prevented my main audience from watching a series that I actually did enjoy playing. But no more. As soon as I figure out how to get it all set up, I will be simulcasting. Very next stream will be on Twitch and on YouTube. Like I said, I need to figure out how to get all that set up. In fact, I'm probably going to be trying to do that later today at some point after I get all this edited out and stuff. If you're wondering what this means for the VOD channel, it does technically mean that as soon as I get basically every single VOD that I still have saved on my drive uploaded to the channel, which is the entirety of the Resident Evil Requiem series, as well as a couple of others that have been kind of just sitting in the background, and I really just have not had a chance to upload yet for whatever reason or another on there. They will be uploaded as well, and then after that, the channel will basically just go into archive mode. It won't go anywhere, but no more content will be going onto the VOD channel. Or it could also just turn into a little streaming clips channel. Who knows? I'll figure that out later. Speaking of other channels, as you've noticed, I do have some other channels that I have, just kind of sitting, there on my main page that you can go and check out, and there's no content on them, except for maybe one of them, and even then, I still haven't uploaded it in a while, but no more. I want to actually get started and working on those channels like LateHarmony, the Harmony Boy channel, as well as doing more stuff over on Harmony Craft. Those will be the 3 main channels I need to work on. Harmony Craft, I know for a fact I can work on. I just need to be more consistent with it. Harmony Boy, I'm still wanting to do some vlogging content and a couple of other things on there. It's just a matter of figuring out what works for that channel and what doesn't work and blah, 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 all that fun stuff. And Retro Harmony obviously being more retro style video games, which I'm still unsure if I'm going to do work on that channel or if I'm going to change it into something else. In fact, I'm actually considering maybe changing it into something else at some point, maybe just straight up talking about games. Like, for example, certain games that I straight up just can't commentate over very well. Ironically, like Resident Evil Requiem, I can't commentate over that game very well. So if any of you actually watch that series, be prepared. My commentary is terrible for that one. But who knows, I'll just figure that out at some point in the future. As for the other stuff that's going to be happening here on the main channel besides what I've already established, I do want to change up the formula a little bit because, as I've said, I did just recently record the first episode of Undertale yet again. And as for what exactly that means, for this main channel moving forward, it basically means this. I'm going to be doing more variety style gaming content here on the channel, which is something I was initially going to avoid, but I've realized that I have kind of caused a bit of an issue for myself. And this is a very me problem. It's not so much an issue with the channel itself. In fact, if anything, it's helped the channel significantly. But I've noticed an issue. Trying to play the same game and record the same game over and over and over again has kind of put me into this weird loop where I've actually started to despise playing that game and editing it. Yes, I'm referring to Minecraft. Yeah, the burnout wasn't just me getting tired of playing, being like, man, I'll come back to it later. No, it was me genuinely actively just not wanting anything to do with the game for a while now. It's one of the reasons why I stopped streaming DokiCraft. It's one of the reasons why I haven't done anything Minecraft related in so long. I kid you not, I have not played on that survival world in over a year. All of the videos that have been up on the channel recently have been recorded for over a year. It has been that long since I have played that world. Yeah, it's not good. It's very much not good. And no, I have no idea why I am the way I am. It's just, that's the way my brain works. And yes, it is an absolute pain to deal with. I hate that it's the way it is, but there's nothing I can do about it. And from what I can tell, really the only way I can change this up is if I do try and do maybe a couple of little extra things on YouTube on the main channel. The only issue is finding what works because, as I've established before, I do not have the best commentary in the world. I don't think I'm a very good Let's Player. Sometimes I have a bad tendency to just kind of lock in and just be not really doing any type of emotion or anything like that and just kind of being very, very quiet on stream. It's just the way I am. It's always the way I've played games, and I can't really help that too much. But it does vary based on the games. Minecraft, I can commentate over very well. A couple of other games I can commentate over very well and stuff like that, and others I can't. It's just kind of figuring out which one works, which one doesn't, and then figuring out how to make all of that just kind of mesh together to a point where it still works for the channel and people still enjoy the content, but it doesn't make me want to absolutely just tear my hair out in frustration and that I just don't like the content. Look, if I'm not enjoying recording or doing something on YouTube, then I'm just not going to do it, because it makes me feel frustrated, and then it feels like I can't deliver a good quality video for you guys. So everything just kind of suffers at the end of it, and that's just not good for anybody. And no, I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm just whining like, oh, woe is me in this video or anything like that. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that. It's just trying to get my thoughts out and trying to explain in my own way what is happening. I'm not trying to drama dump. And if it sounds like that, I'm very sorry. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Does this mean I'm going to be quitting Minecraft completely? Absolutely not. In fact, I've already recorded a new episode of DokiCraft. I just need to sit down and edit it. That being said, it's probably not going to be the next video I upload. That honestly is going to go to Hightail, because yes, I do have another Hightail video recorded. I just need to sit down and edit it because it's a lot of footage. Or it's going to go to Undertale. In fact, it might be Undertale just because that one's a little bit shorter. But the Hightail one is coming soon. It is coming very, very soon. As for when I'm going to live stream, because again, full-time position now, I have to prioritize what I can and cannot do, on each day. I'm going to be saving that generally for the weekends, where I actually have more time to, actually sit down and do stuff like that, because I try to stream for at least like 4 or so 3 or 4-ish hours at a time, things like that. So it'll be easier for me to do that either on like a Friday night or on a Saturday or something like that, depending on the timing and everything like that. So yeah, that's about everything. I'm sorry if it sounded like this video kind of dragged on or anything like that, but that's just kind of the thought process I have and just how everything is going to be going in the future. Again, sorry if it sounded like I'm whining. It was not my intention. And hope you guys are excited for the future, and as well as the type of content that's going to be happening. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for today, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, see you later.